are there elements from the rugby pitch that you take into your role as CEO?
Yeah, so I mean, everything about my personal leadership really comes from my learnings from sport, not just in like professional
Yeah.
sport, but before that, things around teamwork, resilience. And I think there was a really defining moment for me actually, 2 years into pure sport, where I got recommended a book called World Class by Ben Fennell and Will Greenwood. And the business talks about the similarities between business and sport.
Yeah.
And when I read that book, it was like a watershed moment for me because it talked about, all of these things. It talked about feedback and how you give feedback on the pitch. And that's the same in business. And like, people need to know the score. Like, people need to know what the game plan is. People need to know what does the team structure look like, all of these kinds of things. And once I realized that business and sport were the same, it actually became a lot easier for me to like
Right.
think about and understand. Like, business is never easy. It's the most brutal thing going, but that understanding for me really happened. So yeah, I think like we talk about pure sport being a high performing sports team. We don't talk about being a business team. Whatever we say, we're a high performing sports team, and we want to operate like one.
Love
Um,
that. Yeah.
and there's like a number of things within there that are really important. Like in high performing sports teams, there's really high standards. It's always about the team. My experience of business is like in a lot of businesses, it actually ends up being a lot about the individual. And in some businesses, individuals won't put their neck out. Whereas in a team, it's like, hey, somebody's injured on the wing. I need you to go and play on the wing. That person's going to go and play on the wing. I guess like my fundamental belief as a person is like, I believe in the power of sport to like reconnect us as a group in a world that's becoming more and more disconnected. I believe that sport can be really special there. And I really believe in its ability to positively impact lives, and
Yeah.
we see that all the time with people coming into the brand, and maybe they've not been exercising for the last 5 years, or they've not run since school or whatever, and they get into it. It's just like the people that they become in the process. And I think that's why we're almost so drawn to running, because running's hard. You
Yeah.
barely ever enjoy a run.
Yeah. True.
Training for a marathon, you're like, oh my God, this is so freaking hard. Like, why am I doing this? But there's no such thing as a bad run, and like afterwards, you always
Yeah.
like, I'm glad I did that. I showed up, I
Yeah.
put in the work.
It's
And
true.
that's like why our philosophy of for the long run is so at the nucleus of our brand, because it's not just about today or tomorrow. It's about, that journey and showing up year after year.